Climbing up to the top of Lionhead right now. Group's in front of me. That's Steve. And we got Jason. And then in front of him is Dana. And it's pretty windy up to the summit. You can see the summit's right there. And the cloud that's whooping across just gives us a good indication of how windy it is. Circling the crossover towards Ball Crag, and then over the other side over there is the ravine. A lot of nice climbers go over there. That's essentially grass. There's on the opposite side of the notch down in there. And then as we pan around, you have Wildcat Mountain, which is a 4,000-foot peak, so it gives you an idea of where we are, or how high we are at least. That bald peak right over there is called Carter Dome, and the next little knob across from that is called Mount Height, and that has incredible views down into the Sandwich Wilderness. The next knob over is North Carter. You follow it all the way over to the south and to the east of us, we've got Boot Spur. The sun may block some of this. That's Boot Spur looking down into Tuckerman's Ravine. They're up ahead up there, and that's the Lionhead itself. So, we're poking up to the top of the Lionhead, and you can see it gets a little windier when we pick our head up above this ledge here. Comes the group coming down, goggles and all sorts of stuff. There's the summit cone. A little bit left to go. Top of the Lionhead. Alright, we're on our way up the summit cone, and we got a breath from the wind. It'll be back in a second, I just about guarantee it. We are approaching the summit cone, which is right in front of us. Crossing the section between Huntington's Ravine down there and Tuckerman's Ravine, which is right over there. So we're getting higher. This is a relatively narrow, it's not really a knife edge, but it's a relatively narrow buttress that we're on. You don't want to go down there. And we get a little break from the wind because of the summit cone. The clouds up top. You can see that the wind's clearly coming from the north and the west. So we'll get a pretty strong headwind. Our next stop is called Split Rock. And it's that portion right over there. You can see that open rock, maybe a third of the way up the mountain from the bottom. There's an open large boulder. We call that Split Rock. So we'll talk. Gotten into a little wind. There's Steve and the rest of the group in front of me. Woo! Now I give you the taste. It's going to be much better up top. We got that uphill slog going across the slabs here. Just had a conversation with those guys. A couple of Canadians enjoying their day. A little different view down into Tux. See the trail that crosses. All those piles of stones are cairns. They mark the trail. They're set about 50 feet apart. Here's our group making it up to Split Rock. Doing pretty well. Split Rock's right up there. Great spot to get out of the wind. Take one last breather before we hit the summit cone. Dana and Jason are taking a quick breather there, and Steve, they're waiting for me. So I guess that means I gotta go. From Split Rock, there's the group. Oh, we might get a little rime ice inside the old lens there. Looking down again. Whoop! Down into Tuckerman's Ravine. Back down to Lionhead. We got Wildcat Mountain over there, and there's Carter Dome, Mount Height, North Carter, Mariah. Pleasant Mountain is that massive right over there, if you can see it, just on the other side of that lake. That's Pleasant Mountain. You can see down to Cranmore Mountain over there. You got Boot Spur on the right again. Beautiful conditions. Wonderful day. Alright, we're on the left to the summit. Right ahead. Some of the mountain is just beyond there. You can probably hear the wind a little bit. It's not blowing too bad. What do you think, Steve?
25.
How much?
25.
40, 25?
25, 30.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, somewhere around there. We'll find out when we get up top.
Yeah.
Looking down into Tuckerman's Ravine again. You can see we've climbed a bit higher. Really beautiful view of Lafayette over in the distance there. Beautiful mountain. Lake of the Clouds hut is right down below, if you can see that. That's one of the AMC huts. The next knob over there is Mount Eisenhower. Right here is off in the distance. Woo! Beautiful. That shows we got... Alright, we're approaching the summit. I ducked behind the building. The one that's tied down with battleship chain. Love that. Look at the rye mice all over the tower. Coming into the sun. That's the group, and the knob that Nick's on right now is the summit of the mountain. Woo! So I'm gonna put this down. You see the top of the observatory there? And that's the entrance to another one of the houses up here. It's amazing how much rye mice built up. It truly is Arctic-like conditions. Well, this is the last of the vid, so... Whoo! Another successful assault. We love that. We're going to cross over to Mount Jefferson. Then the next one is Mount Adams. And the one over there is Mount Madison. Beautiful. The opposite side of them is Lower New Hampshire. See if we can get a view into the Green Belt. Kinda windy! Hey guys! Woo! In the gut! We got the end. Mount Washington Summit, State Park. The sign says closed for the season, but we don't pay attention to that. Does not apply to us. Right, Jay? In we go.
Steven, did anybody get pictures of you up there?
Woo!